Hey guys, welcome to a brand new episode of Mario Kart Tour. Today we're taking a look at Shy Guy Bazaar, how to get a perfect run of this, maintaining your combo throughout it. I've been working hard on this run and there's some good lines that you can take. It does rely probably quite heavily on equipment that I've got. Hopefully some of it will apply for you. At least you'll get know there's some sections which are easier to maintain than others. We're going through all of that, looking at the setup as well going into it, so driver, kart and glider. So options in terms of going into this is quite a kind cup in that we have a common version, so you can go in with Shy Guy, and Shy Guy's available in the shop, I believe, so you can probably get him at least leveled up to level 3, so you get that 2% chance of Frenzy. Some of you may have him at level 4. We have Metal Mario, which some of you might not have. With Fire Flower being his special skill, I would favour King Boo on level 3, just because that Lucky 7 is such a good skill. If you pull Frenzy with that, you're getting so many hits from so many different directions, you know, leaving things behind you, mushrooms, throwing red shells in front of you. That's why I favour him, but I also favour him because I've taken him to level 4. Now, I've been saving my tickets up for a time when I need to use these to be able to get first place. And this really is that time, because this guy's pulled 20,490, which I know I can beat now after the runs that I've had. So I'm going to show you my best maintaining combo throughout, and then also showing you a good run with 3 frenzies I think I got in it. Not great frenzies, so there was no coin frenzy or mushroom, but that's good. That makes me feel like I can still beat that. Other levels are going to be difficult. We'll look at those in a bit more detail as well. So I'll hopefully be looking at Luigi's Mansion next. So I invested heavily in my tickets into King Boo, and the reason I did that is because King Boo's also in Luigi's Mansion, so it's a good one to invest in for this tour. And it's a big gap between first and second if you're over tier 30. 35, second place is only 20. I'm not sure I'll get it, but I'll try my best. So going into that, in terms of kart, also fairly good options. We have the gold blooper, which is the if you're a gold pass member, then you will be getting this for free. And I've taken that to level 2. I still have 3 tickets left that I could use on this. I wanted to see if I could beat the score without having to use this, but I might have to invest this in if I'm really going to get that top spot. But for the time being, I went in with, actually didn't need to go there because I leveled up my Badwagon, which gives me Mini Turbo Plus, making it the best option. At level 3, I'll get a 3 times bonus with that. 2 times bonus points boost and 1.15, which would trump my gold blooper anyway. But gold blooper is a viable option, being that it has Mini Turbo Plus as well. So if you have that at a higher level, definitely opt for that. The other option is Trickster, which will give you Dash Panel Plus, which there are dash panels in this level, so it will be good to have. But I think the Mini Turbo Plus is definitely better, just because it also greatly increases Mini Turbo boost time as well, which it's going to give you that edge to be able to get in front. And then when we finally come to gliders, again, we've got some good options. 2 supers here and 1 high end being Cloud Glider. Now, the Cloud Glider is the worst option because it has a special skill of Lightning Plus. You don't want to be getting that because you don't want to be in last place. But also, Lightning Oil Paper has that same special skill. So I definitely opted for, and hopefully most of you will opt for, be able to go for Flower Glider. Again, I invested all my tickets into this. Flower Glider is something that you can get from the shop, so it is definitely one worth investing in. Whether you want to hold back, because once you obviously get to level 6, if you find it, and if you pull it, you get 1,000 coins, I think, from it. So it might be something, I say get all things to level 5 and then just leave it from there. But we're currently at level 4, which will give me a huge boost to my combo time of 15% and a 3 points bonus boost. Banana Plus is a great special skill to have because you get tons of points when you get hit with these. And it's good frenzy to get, being that it increases your chances to get one. So that's my setup that I went in with. Right, so from the beginning, you want to start a right drift straight away, but hold close to the side of the track so that you can boost and give you enough room to get into this one. Boost back and forth again. With this bit being quite difficult, you need to quickly slide to the left and then back to the right. So here, boost, and then slide back to the left, and then back to the right. I think that is quite hard to pull off without the flower glider. You know, I even struggle. Sometimes I'll hit it, but you can, with it at level 4, link it up. If you don't worry too much about it. You build up a combo from this section quite well anyway. But going from here on out, I wanted to maintain a perfect. So I like to drift right and hold up a blue charge coming into this section so that I can hold onto it, get to build up an orange, and that will just give me an extra time. Remember, when you use an orange boost or a purple boost, it gives you extra time before you lose your combo. If you struggle with that and you've got a flower glider at a lower level or a lower level glider, you can get 2 mini turbos in. I'll show you in a minute. You can get 2 mini turbos in, and then you can get another 3rd mini turbo to the right because this corner is so sharp, and you should get those items and they'll spin, and hopefully you'll get something like a coin if you're in 1st or 2nd place that will just instantly give you an addition to your combo and maintain it. That'll set you up nicely then for these snake jars. You want to try and hit as many of these. They're plus 88 every time you hit one, and they don't slow you down too much. You can manage to hit them, get slowed down as you'll see here, and still get a little boost into these coins. And once you get these coins, you will probably want to start drifting to the right, because the coins to this first ramp isn't easy to maintain. I've used my number 7 here to maintain it here, but I'd recommend just getting a boost up in between that if you don't get a good item. Now, coming down here, ideally you want to be in 1st place so that somebody doesn't take the coins like this guy does, but I feel like I nicked some extra coins there, and what I was definitely meant to do was by bumping into this guy and then getting hit back into the coins. I feel like I made up for him taking some of them. And then we've got a drift to the right, double drift to the right, and then get onto here to try and get one of those jump boosts in the coins. You can make it sometimes where you get all 3 coins. It just depends on where you landed and how you drifted to the right. That one wasn't accurate enough, but if you were to take it a little bit sharper and hold your drift, you could probably hold it long enough to boost around there, or you will end up coming out that way. Then we come to what is probably the hardest section. This part after the first lap, remember you get added boost time, so before your combo gets lost you get additional time after you've finished your lap, and that'll give you room to set up exactly the same as I did for the start. But this time we're going to use an item ticket, so actually we don't get a boost, we use a mushroom from the item ticket. Hold it again and then hold it, turn to the right again, and that way we managed to get to that first ramp without too much difficulty. I think if you don't do that, it's possible to maintain, but you're going to make it very difficult for yourself. Using one there will really help you. So we're already at combo times 57, and I was aiming for 100, which you'll see how close I get to that. So we hold this drift, charges the blue, but we did a mini turbo. So this is what I'm talking about. So the second time around that I wanted to show you is the alternative way of taking this ramp is that you set up for a do I get a little mini turbo? So that's the extra little mini turbo that you can sneak in. So I set up by, in this section, building a blue charge, boosting as quickly as possible as soon as I get it, and then drifting out to the right again to get another mini turbo, and then boosting out as soon as I get that. If I've hit it at the right time early enough after that first one, I should come out into what is a nice position here to be able to drift into another one to the right and get back to the left in time for me to get my item spins. And you see that section's nice and easily maintained that way. And now I'm set up again for the same way as I did it the first time around, is I've gone through the jar and I'm drifting to the right to connect this part with the coins. Then I start a second drift after a boost into the coins to the right, mini turbo to connect that to the ramp, and then we're back up on here. We're at 80 times combo. It's happening, guys. We are taking this down because there's a bunch of coins down here, and if I hit them nicely, which I do, it's 95, it's 96, it's, oh my god, I got lightning striked. Or lightning struck. These are the coins that I would have added to it. So with no frenzy and all the ones at my level, I'm able to pull 16,782, and that's why I think if I'm able to get that with some frenzies in, if I get it with a coin frenzy and a mushroom frenzy, or two of them in one run, which eventually I will do, I reckon I'm going to be hitting 20k. Heavily dependent, I am aware this is a difficult track to maintain if you do not have a good glider that gives you a good extra boost time. So 15% at level 4. With a high end, you're going to get that 15% at level 2. And I'm hoping that will still work for a lot of people who have got the cloud glider, just isn't at that. It's at level 2. If you're at level 4, damn, you're investing in the wrong glider. I've invested only into my coin plus gliders, and I recommend doing the same. But yeah, that was a good score for a no frenzy run. And so next we have a full frenzied run. So we got 3 frenzies in this one, and I didn't even maintain my combo very well. So getting that drift to the right, drift to the left, drift to the right, hold, drift to the back, and then back to the right. We just miss it. You can pull that off, I swear. I'll show you in another one. But I choose to use my items here. That's why I'm not too bothered about that first section, because you can usually get some good attacking items if you're in like 6th place, and with that, you can use that to rack up a massive combo. See, I pull a lucky 7 here, and I'm getting so many hits. Mushrooms, red shells hits, and then there's bananas still hitting. So I rack up my combo really high. Annoyingly in 2nd place, and I can't seem to catch this guy, but we're already at a 58 combo, which if you compare that to the first one, it's actually a better combo. And come out here through at times 64 on the first lap. Now I use some items here again, so drift to the left, bananas, hoping to hit them, drift to the right, and we just didn't hold it. If we would have held that, we'd have been able to maintain that frenzy and in with the combo. We're getting banana hits, which with, look, you can see I get 139, 142 for a banana hit with Banana Plus as my special skill. And then we come around here, trying to hold my combo again. We maintain it into this bit, and then we drift into this section. This guy is still in front of me though. I'm aware that my points are growing, but I'm not getting anywhere near him. And I need something good. They get a frenzy. So, not the best thing to have. Because I can't really catch him at this point. But I just feel like the frenzy is going to give me enough points that might compensate for the loss that I was going to have in getting 2nd place. And I pulled 19,431. So that is why I definitely think this is beatable for me to get 20,000 plus this cup. Because if I can practice that enough and get the perfect run with those frenzies and 1st place, combine it all together, maybe even 21,000. Maybe even 21,000. I just want to show you this section. I swear to God, it's possible. One thing to also remember is that you can, at the very start of the race, you can rely on slipstreams quite heavily at this point, because after this, you won't get a slipstream early on because they don't allow you to get them. But you can rely on them through this section. If you see, I've got a slipstream here, which means that it's nice and easy to connect that part to that first dash panel. Okay, well that's all for this one. Hopefully you guys have found it helpful. Let me know your scores down below with what equipment you've got. It'd be good to find out how you're getting on, how it's comparing with people who haven't got that extra 15% combo time. Let me know in the comment section below. That is all for this one. If you've enjoyed it, please leave a like and hit subscribe if you want to keep up to date with future content and information. That's all from me. See you guys soon.